So the snow is dripping off of everything, and as it drips off of everything, it's causing a lot of cascades and snow falling down. And it made me start thinking, you know, when I do eventually buy a house, I need to really pay attention to the roof and what I want for my roof line in snow country. Let me just show you what I'm talking about a little bit. Something I never thought of, and I've been paying a little bit closer attention to as of lately. So as you can see up here on the roof, the snow is sliding down. And last night, as I was trying to sleep there by that door, all of that snow kept dripping down. It sounded like there was something up on the roof. And if I hadn't been forewarned about that and hadn't dealt with it a little bit over at the shipping container, it would have scared me being in a new place and hearing that sound as that snow was falling off. You can see right up here that it's about to go on that section as well. And this is the section that went last night. So I had planned to have an A-frame myself. I've always been fascinated with A-frames and the way they look. I think they are very beautiful. I know people who have lived in A-frames have talked about them being, the heat rises. So of course, you know, they're not as efficient as far as heating goes. But I think in snow country like this, then you don't have the issues that you have in a place like this, where the snow is falling off the side of the house is bad, because it really has nothing to cling to. So I would assume that it would just come down and it would already be taken care of. Like this behemoth right here that's getting ready to let go. I've never dealt with roofs. I don't know anything about this, but it's something certainly to think about if you're going to live a country life in snow country. The size of your roof does matter, and I guess the slope of your roof does matter. I'm seeing that now from experience. It just happened. It let loose again. And I didn't get to videotape it, but that pile just came down off of the roof. And when that comes down off the roof, it sounds like a freight train. So this next piece is getting ready to happen. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. And I don't know if it's something to do with the metal roofs that make it so loud. I don't know if it happens with all roofs, but I know with the shipping container and this one, it's like, seriously, it's like a herd of elephants running across the roof or a freight train coming down. And it would be so scary if I didn't know what was really happening. I decided it's probably best that I don't stand very close because I don't want to chance it coming down on top of me. It's near tropical weather out here. It was 34 degrees and I think it's already gone up to 36, and the trees are dripping and melting. It's almost like it's raining. All the snow is melting off of them. It's just so beautiful. So this area out here is where the deer like to frequent. So hopefully I'll be able to show you guys some deer walking around out here. I'm not feeding them. They tend to come when they're being fed, but I'm just house sitting, so I feed the critters that live here in this house. All right, so it's the following day, and as you can see, the snow is back. And so we're going to continue to have the problem with the snow accumulating on the roof. And so I wanted to ask, those of you that have the issue with your roofs, do you guys clear the snow off? Do you just let it slough off on its own? I saw somebody the other day actually up on the roof clearing it off. And I know that with high amounts of snow, it's super important to not have that accumulate on things. So I think I would personally prefer to have something where it just comes off on its own. I know that insulation's a big thing, and the more insulated your house is, the less likely it is to slide off, and then you're stuck clearing it off. Also, I've heard there's some things like snow breaks that you can put up on your roof so that smaller amounts slide off at a time to make it safer. This is all brand new to me. I don't know much about it, and I'm learning as I go. But I think it's fascinating, the little things that you don't think about when you live like in a city life. At least in my city life, we didn't get the amount of snow that we get here. I know that there's some city places that you get a lot. So let me know what you guys do. Put it down in the comments if you live in an area that gets a lot of snow, or if you have suggestions, because I want to learn a little bit more for future reference, so that when I do decide to build my own house or get my own house, I know what I am looking for and what I need to look at as far as the roof on my house. As always, I greatly appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and I appreciate you rooting me on while I'm learning this country life. I love to hear from you guys. Put a comment down below. Let me know where you guys are from. And don't forget that we're going to be having a live on New Year's Eve on the channel. I did it impromptu live the other day, and it was so much fun. I had to make sure I didn't have any kinks before this big live that we're doing. If you haven't seen that, check it out. And I look forward to seeing you on New Year's, even for a few minutes. If you can pop on, that would be great. You guys have a blessed week. Stay safe, stay warm. Bye.
Outside my window, is everything pale and cold? Can't seem to pick up my phone. It's been ringing